Now let's dig into the mystery of public static void main. What is happening in that main method? Well, static is a reserved keyword. And what static means is the method is accessible and usable even though no objects of the class exist. So basically static means you don't need an object to run it. In fact, it runs independent of an object. To give you a specific example of this, a bounce method is going to need something to bounce. And so you can't, nothing, if the nothing is there, nothing will bounce. Bounce is a non-static method. But static means it can run without it. Like so the math that we do would be static methods. Void is used in the main method header. Void just means nothing's going to be returned. It doesn't mean the main method is empty. It means that it's going to return nothing. We don't want to return a value from the main method because the main method is accessed from the outside of the world. We don't want to return something nothing to nothing or something to nothing. And it may produce output, but it's not returning anything back from the method. So main can output to the console, but it's not going to return anything outside of that method. So public means it's accessible to the world. Static means no object is needed to run the method. Void means it's not going to return anything. And let's look at that method directly. So public is the access specifier. Static means the method exists without instantiating an object of this class. Void is the method's return type. This is the method header. This the string args thing is an array. And what it means is that we're building an array of the string class. And then arguments in that array must be string objects. I just want to tell you guys, back in the day of DOS, back in 95, when you ran a Java application, you could pass strings into the main method and it could use the main method to access certain things. We're going to talk more about that in chapter 8 and 9 later on in the semester, but just be aware that we could pass in an array and it could access various items in that args array, and it could do things within the program. That's what it's for. I will state for the record that the newest update of Java that's being released shortly doesn't require the string args to be put into the main method. It's kind of a change of Java, but you can still use string args, and I would suggest you continue to use it until the world tells you otherwise. But this particular line is the method header, and everything between the curly braces is the method body. All right, and this is just shellcode, right? So we could say this. We could say any class name, public static void main string args, and this / dot is a block comment. It looks like this. Let me pop open my IDE here and just say, and I realized earlier that I didn't show you the whole IDE window, but let's do this. Let's code shell code. All right, let's do that. Oh, what did I forget to do? I forgot to type in Java. So we're gonna close this out. And we're gonna not save that. I'm gonna do this again. Code shellcode.java. What you're gonna see is shellcode.java shows up, and I'm gonna say public class shellcode. All right, public static void main string args, and I'm going to type in this crazy thing, right? And all that's going to happen when I compile this oh, nothing found. What did I type in incorrectly? Oh, I didn't save it. That's why. Control S, save that. Now it looks like a nice handy Java program. Compile the Java class, Java shellcode, and what you'll see is nothing runs because there's no commands in here. These are block comments and nothing runs. But this helps you remember, hopefully, public static void main string args. We will stop the recording here.